What is going on, YouTube? Hitting back, making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dash, as well as the S&P 500. As you guys know, today is the last day for Dash, and then we are doing another cryptocurrency come next week. More importantly, we are still doing our crypto coin display giveaway. As you guys remember, we just gave one of these away yesterday to one lucky subscriber, and it's already being shipped out to him. And we do still have an opportunity every single week to win one of these. All you have to do is comment your favorite cryptocurrency down below, as well as that you've subscribed to the channel, as I will be checking. Do those two things and you will be entered to win one of these. More importantly, what we're going to be looking at within these major cryptocurrencies is obviously the interesting formation that's forming right now. We're currently retesting our bottom support level on some of these major cryptocurrencies. Now, this is a sign of consolidation that we're probably going to see for the next couple of days. I know it's unfortunate, but it is going to happen. Normally, when we see this slow consolidation and lack of volume, it usually tends to see a bigger break at the end of it. So really what we're going to be looking at is how much time is left and how big of a breakout we could potentially see, because I'm getting excited. I have been waiting to buy back into cryptocurrency, and I know you guys have too. So there's just a little bit of time left of this consolidation, and then we can finally buy back in and ride this puppy back up and make some profits here, because I know you guys are getting impatient and I am as well. Otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, as this does help support the YouTube algorithm. Remember, our Discord has over 1,400 active members where we talk about cryptocurrency every day, and I'm also in there, so definitely make sure to join that down below. Otherwise, let's jump into today's video. Now, before we jump in, you guys remember I did a video a couple months ago on Emerald Rockets, their launch of their cryptocurrency, which was at 1 penny, and it's currently at 27 cents. That's pretty insane how quickly we've seen a move. Now, I know, as you can see on the chart, that it did slightly correct back down to 13 cents due to a major shortage. An investor, I guess, liquidated his position, and it actually, dropped the price down to 13 cents. But since then, I do believe it's going to pretty much continue to grow as it has been the past couple of months. Now, they are working on a version 2 redesign of their education marketplace, which will now offer thousands of new courses and a loan pricing machine. They're also negotiating some key business partnerships as well. Otherwise, you guys can still purchase Emerald Rockets at sushi.com. I did link the Nexus block down below. Now, I want you guys to focus on some of these major cryptocurrencies and the ways these swings are moving. The past couple of days, we've pretty much been able to analyze and find some big symmetrical triangles forming in most of these major cryptocurrencies. It did have a pretty large uptrend that we did just discover a couple weeks ago, and since then we've been using this as a means of support to allow the cryptocurrencies to slowly head higher. We're also going to look at Bitcoin in a second, because I do think that's actually hit its bottom again, creating a new higher low, which should ultimately allow this crypto to move up in price. Now, looking at the current coin market cap, you guys can see it's pretty interesting the way these cryptocurrencies have been moving. We're pretty much just flatlined out right now. What's interesting is there's one cryptocurrency just yesterday that actually managed to explode in price. I actually want to pull up my Twitter really quick and show you guys something that once again Elon Musk has put out. You can see right here, very interesting news. Now, I know this is of little meaning and it doesn't really make any difference, because as we know, he's pretty much been manipulating some of these cryptocurrencies, not for the better, and just pumping up cryptos. Whether he actually owns a position in these, I don't know, but it is influencing these target cryptocurrencies, and they are seeing some sort of major either pump or reversal to the downside right after this immediate launch. So you guys can see here, if you don't understand exactly what this means, I'll explain what that means in a second. But you can see how viral it went with over 300,000 likes, and I'm sure there's been over 1 million people that actually saw his tweet right here. You can then look at the current coin market cap. If you type in the cryptocurrency, you can see how much of an explosion it's actually had and a major influence over this. This isn't something that the market's ever needed. It's something that's become very mainstream now, with big influencers actually pumping up cryptocurrencies, and they probably have some sort of position behind them, and then with their influence they can actually veer off and just pump a cryptocurrency to massive highs. And as you guys can see, he did this just yesterday, and we saw the price, shoot up to over 24 cents from 6 cents. And now it's immediately reversing back down. It's had quite a substantial fall to the downside as well. You can see it right here. Now notice something interesting as well, and this actually will play on to what we're going to be talking about in these major cryptos. As you can see, since then, there's actually been a symmetrical triangle forming. Now I know it's hard for me to actually show you here without my charts, but you can see this is the uptrend that formed right here, and then it had a downtrend that formed right here. And notice at the apex, right at the point, it then decided to correct even lower, but at some point it does manage to consolidate in a symmetrical triangle formation. Now what's interesting is whether or not we break bearish or bullish, we are still tracking that on some of these major cryptocurrencies. XRP, and more importantly Bitcoin, has actually been seeing that similar movement right now. Now I don't want to talk about the long-term possibilities of things. I am really on the edge right now with which direction these coins are going to be moving to. I'm just getting impatient, and I would personally like to invest back into here, but on my conservative style of trading, it really doesn't make sense to get involved into a cryptocurrency market at all unless I am fairly confident and probably 90% bullish on the fact that we are going to either break to the upside or to the downside. Regardless of direction, I just need that 90% confirmation of a big swing, forming technical analysis or something like that. But as you can see with Bitcoin right here, we have recovered back down to our uptrend, and this is a critical zone for us. We have to stay above here if we want to see these cryptocurrencies head up higher. If today or tomorrow we actually confirm a breakout below our uptrend here, we are going to be, I can fully say that we are entering a bear market if that actually happens. Now there is some hope and there is some possibility that we actually reverse off of here. That's really my game plan and my thought to this movement right now. You can see that with this uptrend that started back in October, we've been using it for quite some time, and then it started to create its own ascending fractal off of it, and now we've come back down to retest that support level. So as you guys can see, we are creating these lower highs. We have two confirmations of such, and then we're looking for a third, and I would not like to consider this to be that. I would like to see the price actually come back up and either retest its moving average right here at 8,000 or back up to about $51,000 to create another lower high formation. Regardless of which direction it goes after that, whether breaking and creating a newer high or falling lower, it will allow us a pretty substantial rally to the upside. And then we would probably end up seeing some sort of consolidation inside of here like XRP is starting to do. But ultimately what I'm looking for is this major movement to fill in the gap right here. My only concern is with this moving average. You guys can see the moving average that I have pulled up right here has been in a downtrend for quite some time now, ever since January. So since January, when this actually peaked and started to form, you can see we've had these lower high formations. Notice this, lower highs each time we come back up to retest the top resistance, we tend to break bearish. And now it's the first time we've actually entered an oversold market and have consolidated back out of it. Now we're very close to retesting this top right now, and I'd hope that we can at some point break through here, because that is something that we need to see happen if we plan to move all the way back up to $48,000. We have to breach this moving average here, or sorry, this the relative strength indicator. We have to breach above 50 on the relative strength indicator to allow ourselves enough volume to move back up. I do believe that if we come back to retest 50 on the RSI, it should be at the same price level at $40,000. And as we've discussed yesterday, and what we're going to discuss today, is resistance is capped at 40K on Bitcoin. Support we found at about 30K on Bitcoin. And then we have XRP right now with a uptrend that seems to be right between 87 cents and $1. We know those are the resistance levels. So ultimately what we're looking at, Bitcoin does have a beautiful uptrend right now, and it is holding it fairly well. I haven't confirmed the direction we're going to be moving to, because obviously everyone's right. Everyone that's in the comments saying we don't know what's going to happen next, or that there's the possibility of breaking down to the downside, is 100% true. We really need to just see confirmation, and we've been consolidating for quite some time now. My only thought with this is, yes, obviously we're retesting and getting sandwiched between this moving average right here, but my only thought moving forward in this is the longer we consolidate, the bigger of a volume spike we're going to be seeing once we decide to confirm which direction we're going to be moving to. So for example, XRP has seen major swings of over, like, I think 200% or over 100%. Yeah, over 200%, up to 230% was the first original run that we had, from 57 cents all the way up to $1.97. And then since then we've been consolidating, outwards. And if you guys just look up what symmetrical triangles look like, symmetrical triangles tend to see a big burst in volume once confirming the breakout. And you guys can see all of these right here as they're trending outwards. I just want to pull up like one on a chart. You can see we do have these confirmations. They usually use points. They can use an Elliott wave to back it, but ultimately it does seem to breach the same size. They compare it, the same size, the mouth of the bull run to, or the mouth of the symmetrical triangle to the breakout. That's usually the height and the target that the coin likes to go to. So if we looked at XRP, we would pretty much confirm that same thing. Now, we don't really have the best Elliott wave formation. It's unfortunate, but I know a lot of people are trying to look for that. I mean, it really depends on how you want to start this. We didn't hit a bottom here. I mean, that's the unfortunate part. Whether we consider it like this, who knows? But we are looking for a fifth confirmation here. We are still looking to retest this top resistance and create another higher low or lower high formation. Regardless of direction, we need to confirm a break above $1. Maybe $1.05 on XRP before I can, physically buy into this coin and feel confident enough that we're going to continue to break out and actually create a better position. So what am I saying for this? What am I talking about for these cryptocurrencies? Where are we looking at right now? We are still in a consolidation formation. I don't recommend buying into movements like this. We look slightly okay on Bitcoin, and a more aggressive style of trader could maybe capitalize on a run from 36,000 and 40K, but we will see probably an immediate reversal off of 40K if we do not break through here. As a conservative style of trading, I prefer to buy in once we see prices actually confirm a break above $40,000. If we can close the candle at $41,000, that's enough movement for me and excitement for me to buy in, anticipating a rally up to 47K with a stop loss and potentially swinging to 51K. We also have to play, the devil's advocate and consider that if we breach through the subtrend here and we breach the bottom support, which you can see is at 30K, we have to short the position. XRP, the same thing applies. We still have quite some time left to consolidate within this, this channel right here. If we start from today and consolidate outwards, it's at a point of like 16 days. That's about a little less than 3 weeks. Ultimately, we'll probably see the movement and the confirmation before then. What I'm looking for is ultimately a retest of $1, breaking through here, confirmation above here, and then hopefully breaking through this downtrend right here, allowing us to actually break into the resistance level at $1.28 that we were originally talking about back on mid-May. So that's what we're looking for. That's the patterns that we're anticipating. So right now, consolidation is key. It's not a great opportunity to invest into, but we have to let this consolidate out first, and then we'll make our decision moving forward. Otherwise, looking at Ethereum, which is also consolidating, Dash is doing the same exact thing, consolidating support. If we do actually zoom in on the 4-hour for Dash right here, we can see kind of what's going on right now. We're retesting a lot of these moving averages on the 4-hour. There's no apparent uptrend to really draw on. Even if it is, there's not really a good long-term confirmation of this. You can kind of get an uptrend right here, but it's not something that I would kind of, base my trades around. I'd really pay more attention to the 4-hour, to the daily for us to get that better, option here. So we're really waiting for that confirmation. We're waiting to move back up to the moving average, but things are starting to look fairly bearish on Dash, as well as some of these other altcoins. But otherwise, Ethereum, Bitcoin, XRP are holding fairly well. We're hoping to see the movements back up, but we are starting to see bearish crosses on, Bitcoin's moving average. And we're starting to see one on XRP. So things are up in the air. Really, it's just going to come down to the consolidation. You can see this ends right at about July 20th. That's a little over a month we have, closer to 2 months, but for right now, XRP seems to be the one I'm focusing on. Otherwise, S&P 500, we'll see how tomorrow opens, but I have some interesting videos I'd like to put out on the S&P, entirely separate of crypto. Otherwise, guys, if you are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, as this does help support the YouTube algorithm. Make sure to follow us on Discord, and I will see you in tomorrow's episode. Peace.